Blessing, 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 blessing to all my beautiful people. Blessed good evening. One love to you, one and all. I pray God blessing upon each and every one of you. This evening or this afternoon, I just want to do a little quick vlog. And guys, this is a really authentic journey. Thanks for joining me on my vlog this evening, guys. To all my families, I pray none of you are upset with me for posting this photo, but I truly need to do this video. And this is like a tribute to my brother. Yeah, it is. It's like a tribute to my bro. Gosh. It's not an easy time for me to do this vlog, but I'm going to press on with the help of God through His strength and get this vlog done right now. I sat here right now, as I'm sitting down right now, been a few minutes that I came and just sat right here. But right now, as I'm holding this notebook in my hand, and I'm holding a pen, and I suppose to be writing the eulogy and thanksgiving for my late brother who passed away on the 20th of last month. And as I take up the book and the pen and I started to write, a few things, just comes to my mind. I was about to go to shop, and then I said, I keep putting off this to write this eulogy, because every time as I take up the pen or the book, it's like it touched me, it does something to me. And so I just put it back down. So I just fling the wig right there. Don't mind the head. I just fling the wig right over there. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to do a live. And I'm not going to try to offend anyone. I'm not trying to, in any way or anything. From the other day, I said I was going to do a video. It had nothing to do with this video I'm doing. My jaw is kind of a little puffy because of my teeth, but I decided I don't even mind that right now, is the truth. So I started to write the eulogy and the remembrance of my brother. And as I sat here, I said, you know, just put it in a video and say what I have to say. Because the truth is, many need to hear this. The truth, many need to hear and listen. Not only listen, but they need to hear it. And so, as I decided and started to get ready to write the eulogy and the remembrance, it's like it hit me. And I said I'm going to share it with my internet families and friends. My thought. And this is just my opinion, my thought, but it's also reality. It is a reality. Bear with me, because at times, sometimes I get emotional. Not that I want to, but it's like I just can't help it. And there are certain things that you don't take to social media. I understand that. But there are certain things that need to. A few weeks ago, I don't know if it's on this phone. I was on the internet and I was scrolling, and as I was scrolling, I saw this young girl in Jamaica, a young lady, I should say, and she was defending her Jamaican men to a T. She was saying, for instance, you know, she was just saying what she's feeling, and I don't know if she have experience of what she was saying or why she was saying, but she was talking about how a lot of these women who are abroad, they would take up the men them from Jamaica for come to support them and remember them children back home, and then when the man then disrespect them, then them bash the Jamaican men them, and they must come off a Jamaican men them, and they must realize that a lot of them already knew that a lot of these men have their family, but regardless that they have their family, they still go ahead and they choose to take them up, some married to them, and then after the man disrespect them. And then she went on to say there are a lot who also is there where you will take them up and then you use them up there, and then sometimes even mind if they help their children back home. And I listened from the start to the end, and I wish I could find it right now in my video, but what I'm trying to say to you, it is reality. And I want you to like the video as they come along. I want you to share it. And the reason for it, it is like, I just want to get few things across. And I want, you know, I really need to get a few things across. Because my theory in that is she was speaking facts. She was speaking real facts, and I think I sent it to somebody. I don't even icon because it's like my head never functioning good right now. I'm telling you the truth. I have a teeth giving me hell at the same time. I have what do you call it? You know, we're just dealing with this funeral stuff. Is like, you know, so I'm saying, in saying this, what I'm trying to say. First of all, let me all tell you something. A lot of Jamaican men, and I'm going to speak in general, who leave Jamaica and are leave Jamaica to go abroad because plenty are seeking a better life for their family. Plenty are seeking a better life for their children and the whole. And I'm not going to talk even about women right now, but I'm going to focus on the men, because most of what is taking place is mostly happening to our men. And that young miss, boy, I wish I could find the video. Trust me. She lashed out. And I'm telling you, she did. She lashed out. And she went on to say, then after on something that them don't go back on tear them down and say then this and then that. Alright, I find it right here. I'm just going to share a little piece with you. I think she's on IG. It's thick. What is her? It's Thickinia. I'm going to show it to you because I want you to hear it. I want you to listen.
Listen to them. I'm not talk one side of story. Talk the full story them more than go. Because you see, some of you set up on yourself to get used. Reason being, you know 99.9% at the time, you know say the man them not single. You know say they have them baby mother, them are them baby mother, them girlfriend. You know, and you still adamant say you not go take a girl, man. You know still adamant and say yes, me go take a girl, man, because me they are foreign and me in a better position or so, man, I go run come to me. You know still adamant. You know how much family you break up. Talk them things, talk how much home you take sweets and wreck. Talk how much picking it left down here without a father figure, all because of uno. But I'm say I'm not buy man, you know. I don't take a girl, man. I buy no buy. And for the little punk man, them, me not talk for the little clown them where uno can take sweets and just spin them so make them forsake them pity them mother forsake all themselves. Me not talk for them one them. Me talk the real Jamaican man them when I settle for foolishness. The real Jamaican man them when you come on the internet and not burn out. You don't feel like say we are gonna holler uno fi drag them out. You don't feel so? Say man no? No have a style like this. I realize that the 30 at late 30s, up in the 40s, you come like say you catches them on fire. You know want man more than anything else. Some man no breathe out, you know. Terrible, breathe out, mileage high. And nobody no settle phone, so they say, alright, the man them not Jamaica, them in needs and them in a wants, so we can run good on the go hold on pan a girl, man. Run good on the go hold on pan a boy somewhere, and we can get it up because, you know, them in a needs and they want their life here, but for no man and this and that. But another, the game change. Them no want to know. They want better for themselves and their family. And they didn't know when the man them sign up for. Okay. They didn't know she never love.
You can find her and IG, and you can listen to the video and watch it. And she speak reality. She was speaking reality. What she was saying is reality, but at the same time, to be honest, a lot of men leave Jamaica, and many and plenty of them who leave Jamaica to go away seeking for a better life is to take care of their families, is to be there for their children, is to be there for just to make a better life. But I want to tell all you, plenty, 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 plenty. I don't know, young guys. I'm going to say it, young guys. A lot of you young guys, and it's not only it happening in other Caribbean country, but mostly Jamaica. A Jamaican young man. Now, if you watch and listen, the lady, yeah, she was speaking facts. But before, I'm going to touch a few topics, and I'm going to get to, bear with me, because I have a few topics that I'm going to outline. Number one, plenty. I'm not going to put the blame on just women abroad and to say that they're this and they're that. You have some good women who treat these men with love and respect and really love them and be there for them. And plenty build a life and they really excel in their marriage and their union, and it grow from strength to strength, and it blossom into something beautiful. So it work for many, and for many it don't work. So what I'm trying to say to you now is, the fact is that a lot of young guys who are running into these white women and American women and foreign women and British and all different type of overseas, it can be good and it can be bad. And you cannot judge by one and judge all, because as our whole time people would say, you cannot use one fat and fry the other. But this young miss have posted this video, and I have in mind was to make a video before, but when I saw her, I said, but it's like I just couldn't come here to do it, because there was so much things going through my head, and my emotion and everything was just running wild. But my point in saying this to you is, what I'm trying to say is, number one, a lot of Jamaican men who are running to abroad, overseas, to be married to many of these women. Sometimes I know when I get myself in, I tell you. When I hear about foreign, and when I just want to reach foreign. Many of you never work one another home, lazy. Lazy, lousy, lazy, don't want to work. And so the first opportunity that comes along, jump at it. Many do it. Many. And when you jump at it to be with these foreigners, to run away and to go away, it can be good, but it also can be bad. Because what many of you don't understand, and what many of you do not understand, is the truth about it is like, first I'm going to say to you, do not judge, because it might happen to an individual that you know, or because not everyone is the same. Not everybody is bad. You have some good people with good intention. But my point in saying is like what she was saying, like she was just at the foreigners and saying, this is what they does. And I'm saying plenty do it, but not all. But I just want plenty of these young guys and people to be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of the choices that you're making. Because let me all tell you something. I don't know if she have been in a situation where she knew of anyone who have been in the situation where they married or they go away and then they meet in hell. But let me tell you something. As I sit right here this afternoon, there are many who are suffering. I see it around me. I heard about it and I have witnessed it. I have witnessed it. Now, I want to ask pardon and excuse to my family member. I don't feel offended or anything. Um, my point is, my brother, when he went away, lovely soul, hard-working man, worked very hard, love his children. He was like a mother and father to many of his children. He will give his last to them. He tried the very best way he knew how. So at times when he was there, it's not like, for instance, like he was captured or bound down by like imprisonment or anything. But I can recall on many occasions when he would have speak to me and tell me. He would have spoke to me and in many different, and he would explain his situation. When you're married to these women, sometimes you go away. Your life is no longer your own. It is not. Your life is no longer your own. They want to tell you when to do, when to send money back home, when not to send none back home. And they use you. They say slavery abolish, slavery not abolish. Slavery do not abolish. And I'm speaking right now from experience from where I am right now. Slavery not abolish. It don't. It is much better, but it don't abolish. So, in other words, you might be, if you're working, like for instance, I'm going to give, if I'm here right now, right? And I'm working, I work on a permit. I work on a permit here in this country. And if I'm working with my boss and I'm not pleased with the way that they're treating me and I decide that I want to leave, you can't get up and leave. You can't leave just like that. You have the choice to go, but then you know that your permit is going to determine. It's going to determine it. So once you determine your permit, then you have to get somebody else to put it in again, and you have to start over new again, which you don't must get the chance or the opportunity again to get it that way. So in saying this, I'm saying when you're in your own country, I know Jamaica is hard and I know Jamaica is rough, and many choose to leave Jamaica in order to make up a life. But if plenty know the story behind before leaving, I guarantee they won't leave. I promise you, they won't have left their homeland. Now, when I said foreign is good and bad, you can have good experience and you can have bad experience. I give God thanks. It could be worse for me right here in this country, but I give God thanks. This country have helped me to grow my children to pass the worst and to help them that they could be able to help themselves to the day. Regardless of the odds that it might, minimum wages might be low and things might be struggling, and yes, it might be tough in many ways, but it's tough in many other places. And nobody never pinned me here. I choose was to be here. But if I didn't knew before, then I want to be here. And when I speak, I'm speaking also personal of my experience. I have a boss, and thank God they're very nice to me. They're good people. They are, I respect them and they respect me. They speak to me in any manner or anything. But is the wages of the government of how they set it. Now, some people will pay your minimum wages exactly as how they set it, while some will put your pay to another level. I wanted to listen to me very keenly what I'm saying. Do not say what I not say, and a hard and a take away. Do not. So while I was listening to that young miss, and she was debating on these foreigners who are taking away Jamaican men and are treating them so badly, it is true. But it's not so for many. Some have the strong back and the will that will stand up. They will stand up and they will fight, and you have many women who go through the same thing, but I'm debating mostly on men. Because as I said, I'm speaking from, I don't speak, I just don't get up and just jump to conclusion and just chat with me. No. So while she came on and she was saying, and I I'm talking about, I'm touching the topic, many of the topic that she's talk about, as I said, it is reality. But at the same time, many Jamaican young men who never work in their life choose the easy way out to go to abroad in order to work. So none of them not go work neither, None of them just want a better way out. But they know say I not work. If you never work here, you have to learn to dance before you go abroad. And many are workaholic. And when they reach there, things is totally different for them. Now, I'm going to speak of when it come on to go to a foreign country and to married to many of these white women. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying all white women is like this. Say what me say, no say what me not say. Many of them, they take them and they marry to them. And when they marry to them, you become the slave in the sense of you want to tell them what to do and what not to do. And because they know that they have the privilege of using these immigration status over them in order to give them paperwork, then they use them and they abuse the system. Many don't know. And so they get up and they run. They get up and they run overseas and then just want to figure, oh, I'm going to change my life or XYZ. The point I'm trying to say to you, Jamaica, for many who don't, it's good to have the experience of traveling, but I'm saying to you, many in Jamaica are living 100% better than who travel to the day. And I'll go home, and I'll come home, many don't want to do it. A lot want to go home. But it's like they're setting themselves before because they already left. So I'm saying if you are there, you have the opportunity to set a solid foundation for yourself by finding something in your country to do. It's different if you are going on a work program, or I'm not saying if you get the opportunity, don't take it, but I'm saying before thinking of migrating to another country because of marriage, because this I want promise your marriage, think twice before making any decision, because you might just be sorry. Believe me, you might just be sorry. And you don't want to be sorry. Because if me didn't know, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. And sometimes when it's there, you don't have no say. You know, it's either or either. It's either you go to live by their rules, do by what they're saying. Cooking with John, you have pray and may God direct your way. Amen. Cooking with Joe. There is no perfect people. It don't matter if you're overseas or back home. If they want to have you, if they want to leave you, nothing will stop them. True. Nobody don't have to stay in abusive relationship. No, that is so true. Nobody don't have to stay into a abusive relationship at no given time. But let's just say you leave your country, you don't have nothing back home, and so many go and they start to build a foundation for themselves, that they say, okay, I'm going to build something, I'm going to build a house, I'm going to do something home. And by the time you decide to build your home and I try, relationship gone sour, and you know that you have your aim. So you're fighting and you don't want to walk out of it because you're trying. You're trying that, oh, this is what I want to do. Now, peace of mind and happiness is what should be count. So you should be able to step out and you should have the strength as Father God to lead and direct you, yes, and step out of it. But not all have the strong will. Not all have that will. Some decide that, oh, I'm going to fight. I already invest so much into this relationship. And so I think it is best for me to just stay there and to see what is what. And you understand what I'm saying? Now, when I come on to my bro, he lived a lovely life. I'm not going to say he didn't. He lived a good life. He lived a good life, but he was treated unfairly. And many occasion, he was treated unfairly. He was treated unfairly. And with everything that was happening around him, all his focus was on his family, to prepare a place for them and to set things straight. And he tried his very best. Now listen to me, people. A lot of people, have the opportunity to fight them way out and things work out for them. But trust me, and everybody to go work out for. Hi, Miss Carol Henry. How are you doing? Pray all is well with you. Thanks for joining my live. How are you doing? Blessing to you and your family on this blessed afternoon. Thanks for your support as usual. I want to thank all of you. Each and every one of you are very important for your comments. It is very important. I try to read every comment. I read every single comment. If I don't read it today, I read it another day, because every comment is important to me. And I like to read your comments, you know. And whenever time I come on live, or if I just make a video at any given time, you know, I'm a type of person, if something occur in my head, I'm going to talk about it. This is just me. I like to express myself. And I'm glad for this platform where I can just express myself. Yeah, and so I want you to feel free to express your opinion, because your opinion is also very important, just as mine is important, and to everyone their own opinion. So my topic is, a lot of people go to foreign and, you know, things work out nicely for them. Hallelujah. Thanks be to the Most High God, you know, thumbs up, you know. Some people work their ass off. They put in everything and they work and they work and they work. And they accomplish their goal. And they could go back home and they could build a home, or some choose not to go back. Some choose not to go back. Some have the opportunity of go back and to build and to reunite with their family and to enjoy the fruit of their labor in their senior life, which some don't get the opportunity to do so. Another thing, if you're in a relationship, I agree, and it is not working out, it is best you step out. It is best, because then say two can't work together unless they agree. So one cannot go right and one cannot go left. Both has to be in the same path. You have to try to work together. Worse when children involved. You have to try. But if you not work out, you can co-parent. You don't have to sit in it. You don't have to stress out yourself to the point to death. And I'm not saying this is, I'm speaking in general. I'm not saying this is what happened to my family member. I'm not saying that. But yes, he faced some difficult time. And a lot of other people I see face some difficult times. And I want to post this picture up. Not that I'm debating on his situation, but I was just here writing his remembrance and his eulogy. And it's just like, it just hit me. You know, it just touched me. Because I know his plan that he had. I knew of his plan at all time, that he always trying, and he worked very hard. But when you don't find that right person to really build life with, you know, it is not easy. It is not. And so I just want to say to young people, not only young people alone, but most of who don't choose to work and feel like finding a foreign woman is the key. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be very careful. Talk to God about it. Pray about it. Make sure you make the right decision. Now because you're here, say a foreign country, and a bed of rose all the time. It's not. The goodness of Jamaica is you can. I was in Jamaica for years and I wasn't working. And the truth is, we never stressed or get in my life like in our foreign country. It's the truth. It's the truth. While I'm very grateful and I'm thankful, and then somebody said, then why you not go home? And I just say, go. I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. I not give up easily. I have a mission to accomplish. I have a goal. And many others have a goal. But as I sat here, and just writing this eulogy and remembering my late brother, he was the first child for my mother and my dad. Followed by another son, then my eldest sister, then another girl, then here comes me, then another brother, and then another younger one. So my mother have 8 kids. Nobody doing in abusive relationship earlier. I am good, thanks. You see, at times when we are out and the outside looking in, it is easier for us to say, but at the end of the day, the person on the inside, knowing what they're going through, it is totally different. Because, alright, so you leave your country and you're gone to abroad, and you set a plan or XYZ, and say, if I walk out of this, then paperwork done here, so for me, so XYZ. Plenty would I just say, oh hell with that, and then gone back. You understand what I'm saying? But plenty have a mission and they're hoping and praying for that, and so they just keep fighting, working, and you feel like one day this is going to change, so you just work and work. And let me tell you now something. Most of the time, first thing Jamaican man, they love their money, me I tell you, and they not put up the foolishness. And most of the time when I do reach foreign country and I'm married, no for the time on a paycheck and no phone. A wife I sort it out for no. Me I tell you no. A wife I sort it out. I truth. Because you can't tell them what you give them from what you not give them. And I'm saying it is not for all. It is not for all. So as a young lady was saying before, that what happened is like these men, they the people them, the foreigner then take them up and they marry to them. And what you think say? Their money will come back to we out here and Ray and you have to understand that they never want to know, and I say go all the world for some. So at times, because you don't want to make it bad for others, because sometimes some people are really deeply in love. A Jamaican man or a Jamaican woman might find somebody overseas, and because they see sometimes a video like this, they really look into it and they start to judge everybody, and then say, oh, me, this girl they said that, and the least little move you see in the relationship, you start to feel like, I remember that girl they said that, and I remember this girl they said that. So immediately, like, you start to act funny, and you start to think funny, and you understand what I'm saying? When it's really not the case. It is not. So as I said, every situation is totally different, and it might be bad for some and it might be good for some. So as I said, I give God thanks for this country. I'm here in the Bahamas, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. It is not what I believe it would have been, but I'm thankful. It could be worse. And I'm grateful. In all things, you must be thankful. And you learn. It is a learning. Whatever situation you face, once you outlive it, it is a learn. You learn from it. And you can pass on the knowledge to someone else who is willing to take it on. You understand? You can. I would say to someone in Jamaica now who said, boy, I have a job, but guess what? I can't bother with this out. I say, yeah, man, Lee, give me a chance to come up with me. I say, hell no. If you want to come visit, and you want to sit now, but stay right where you is. And then sometimes I say, say, Lee, bad mind me. Because guess what? She did it, but yesterday she tell me no. Well, if you want to come, you're free to come, but I'm going to give you the realness. What is it? Everything about the situation, the things that you have to go through, and everything. So if you want to come battle it, fine. But I'm going to say, don't leave that job, because when you check it out, if you're back there, if you're, say, okay, you're out there now in Jamaica, this is what I always tell a lot of people, right? And I've given a lot of people opportunity to come here. I help my 2 daughters. I help friends. I help my cousin. I help my niece. I help people. I help. But I give them straightforward what it's all about. Because your luck might be different from mine. You might come here and you can live much better than me. Because guess what? Many way to survive. But me might just choose the straight and narrow way. Or me might choose another way and you choose X, Y, we are X, Y. You understand what I'm saying? So you might survive more than me. But me still I will give you the odds. This is how it is. This is how the permit run. This is what you have to go through. This is the minimum wages. And sometimes you come and things nice. So you understand, Puss and Dog not have the same luck. So while just say I'm going to explain it. So if a person are in, so for instance now say a person back home and you're earning the salary of, I think minimum wage is what? Nearly $8,000 Jamaica now. But most people will work like $12,000 or $15,000 in Jamaica, if I'm correct. Yeah. Some work 12, some work 15. It all depends. And when you look, you see, check say you're working like $1,300 per week. And for a 2 week, that will be like $26,000, right? Work with me here, right? I want me not bored, but me just like I just facts. I mean, know a lot of people don't really go for facts. More people that like gossip or but I'm giving them facts. So say you have $26,000, and from that 26 you make a average, still tight, because I know stuff is expensive. And so you want to say you put together some money for the children to go to school, you have bills to pay. I'm not even going to say rent, because a lot of Jamaica, no matter how small, they try to make one little place. But I'm not going to say rent, but just for instance, you have to pay your rent. And you have to average out everything. I tell a lot of people, at the end of the day is when you check it out, many times they're still working more than people here. Because the rent here is ridiculous compared to your earning. Plus to buy food, permit is $2,000 per year. $2,000. Minimum wages is $210 per week. $210 per week, right? Cannot beat the government or their rule. And permit is $2,000 per year. And national insurance tax is like $92, $100 per month. Per month, Now, do the maths. You have to eat food. You have to send something back home for family. And you have to try to save something. And you have to have your upkeeping. So, you tell me. Do the maths. So when you work it out, you're better off sometime back home. You're better off. And it's not like for everybody, as I said, but you have to put yourself and know the difference. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes like you tell some people, stay in your local job back home. Stay in your job. Me there in Jamaica already for years and in work. It wasn't easy. I never have a job. I try to do every little thing to help myself. Me pick Neesbury put for ripe on me celly. Me look almond, choppy, me drop celly retail. Me sell breadfruit, me sell this, me do this, me try to do every little thing. You can't do that here. It's the truth. So sometimes people don't understand. And then you when you find yourself here now and you find yourself, you say, oh, I'm not going to not go back like this, because I'm trying to do this and it look bad, so let me make it done this before XYZ. Sometimes you kill yourself before you even reach back. For some, you mash up before you even go back. It's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So it is different for everybody, but I'm just explaining it. So what I said, foreign can be good and it can be bad. Before you try to take that road, pray about it. Because I like say that you say, but it not grow up on tree like how some people think. It doesn't grow on tree. It doesn't. So for some people who think money grow up on tree, a foreign country, it don't. I have a son who believe it grow here. Real talk. He thought it really grow here. He really believe. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Now, my bro leave from, I think, 20 years now. 21 years, yeah. Some immigrated to England. And I saw him once. And I'm writing his eulogy and my remembrance of him. How sad could that be? It is sad. It is sad for us as family member, because you go away and you're trying to build a life and you're trying to work out things, and you put all and all trying to make life and to try to go back home to, you understand what I'm saying? For some, it's 1, 2, 3. Everybody doesn't have the same luck. Everybody blessing comes different. Everybody blessing comes in different ways. Everybody paths, your pathway is totally different. Everybody's pathway is totally different. Yours is different from mine. Mine is different from yours. Your blessing is not different from my blessing. Whatever God bless you with, it don't must bless me with it. And so as I was here just sitting down, these are just the thoughts that coming up to my head. Foreign country have blessed a lot of people have been blessed by traveling. A lot of people go away and things work out 100 for them, 100%, where their life is a blessing, where things work out, and they can help their family the way they so desire. They can make their homes and they can go home for retirement, and things is 1, 2, 3. Worse when it's not Caribbean country, but it's not for everyone. It is not. And so some of us have to understand that going into a foreign country doesn't mean that it's going to be all well. You're hoping and you're praying. And if you go and you find yourself in a situation, what I'm trying to tell you is you can go back home. You don't have to stay there. You can. And when I say that, I speak for myself. You understand what I'm saying? Our homeland is our homeland where we're able to drink out and have like a peace of mind. If things not work out, it just not work out. It just. The young Miss State, she went as far and she said, hey, I just want people to understand that, you have to try to get it right. Don't try to let people believe that, like, And everybody married to a Jamaican and go up, I go really have the two life. It's no, it's not like that. It's for some. Because like to how she was saying, like next somebody get married and they believe that, oh, guess what? Guess what? But I mean I trust the woman and I mean I trust the man, you know. Because guess what? They might try to build their life, see we are XYZ or they have them people with them. Yes, you have to support people. If you're married to a Jamaican, you take them up and you're married to them, good God, remember that they have family back home. Support them by supporting their family. Help, give him the support or give her the support that then each one need to help to support their family back home. Because before you and then they married, then they already have a family. So strengthen each other. Your family where you is, he lend the support. They had a family back home, you lend the support. And it go vice versa. It go both ways. But if you are in a situation where you find yourself and it's just not working out, don't feel shame to say, I'm leaving. If it's not working, it's not. It is just what it is. I born a foreign and it's a struggle, but thank God I can turn my hands. Glory be to God. Glory be to God, Miss Henry. And for some people of foreign, they're struggling too. A lot of people are struggling because right now it's like, to be honest, people are struggling all over. God bless those who don't have to be struggling. God bless those. But it's like a struggle of people are struggling here, people are struggling there. But all I'm saying, people need to have love. Love in their heart for each other. The same heart where you have against your brother, have it for your sister. Have it for your neighbor. You can't love your kids but don't love the man kids. The man can't love his kids and don't love your kids. All the time people just say, if you love it, if you have to love it, you have. And that's the way it should and ought to be. Foreign is not a bed of roses. A lot of people think it is, but it comes with its ups and down. No one is perfect. None of us is perfect. None of us. Not one of us is perfect. I don't know if there's any perfect, but I sure know that I'm not perfect. I say that every day. I'm not perfect. I'm not. So, while you have your family member or you have your talk with them, you know, or why me look a rich woman I know if you married to, you know. Me have to go away, you know. You might be going back in a body bag. It can be good. Because anywhere love is always awesome. I mean love from tongue. I mean real love from my heart. I want a fake love. Too much fake love. Sometimes I want to have love even a wear again. Love a wear again? Can somebody tell me if love a wear again? It come like love not real no more. People just spit you off of their tongue. I love you. Love is an action word. Don't only tell me, show me. It is an action word. Not say it. Show it. Say it doesn't mean that, you know, show it. Start with respect. So guys, it was just my thought as I sit down here to write the eulogy and the remembrance of my late brother. I've lost 2 brothers now and 1 sister so far. I just pray and ask Father God to continue to cover my family and to strengthen them, and you know, especially my brother children at this time. I know it's not easy on them. I can only imagine. But with God, all things are possible. All things. All, not some, but all things are possible. And we have to put our shoulder to the wheel and work. A lot of young people today, they don't want to work, you know. A lot of young people today. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell them. Being here, I remember just the other day, my husband called me, say he wants somebody for work, and he was paying $4,000 a day. He wants somebody to work with him aside. Love is there, but everyone afraid to use it because of getting hurt. That can be true. That could be true, Miss Henry. Love is there, but everyone afraid to use it from getting hurt. But some are using it to hurt others by I love you. Just using the words. And a lot of people, but that's why I ask if love aware. Because a lot of people, they use the word, but they really don't care, They just don't care. And they don't mean it. And they just flash it around. So sometimes when they really do find a person who really love them and care for them, they don't really believe it because people flaunt it around so often and maybe spin them already, and because of what they say, and never live up to it, they don't even believe them. So I understand that too. Let me tell you something, yeah? There is nothing as beautiful as when two people come together. It doesn't matter where you're from, where you is, who the individual might be, but when two come together and really say they love and really show it and really, really come together and put their love together and express it to each other and live it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Because if you love me, you're not going to hurt me. And if I love you, I'm not going to hurt you. That's just what it is. And a lot of people don't really know what is real love. Because the sooner, they say they love and they get into something, and as quick as something happen, then throwing it away, they never really love. They never really love. If you love somebody, you fight with them. Then there come a time when enough is just enough. And then you say, okay. You're not going to make somebody love with you. You say you kill it, you say you love them. Oh, love is beautiful. Yes, Miss Henry. It is so beautiful when two people really love each other. You can feel the connection and you can really, truly, just unite with each other and strengthen each other. And you have an issue, you learn how to work out and you meet each other halfway. Because no relationship not perfect, no relationship not perfect. None. And worse, when two people is from a different culture, you have to try to meet each other halfway because your culture might be different from mine. I uproot myself from my place to be with you, and you uproot yourself maybe to be with me. It's a give and take, it's a give and take situation. It is. It is really a give and take situation. You have to give and take. You can't just want it both ways at all times. You understand me? You have to give. So I might have a issue and you have a issue, and we sit down and we talk about it and we work out our issues, But let me tell you something. We don't know when our bulb is going to blow. So if we love, make we love true from the heart. Make we preach, and not only preach it, but live it. Make we love and come. Boy, I tell you, sometimes it's a love story with some people, where them are come from, and to where them is right now, still holding on and still fighting, still fighting, just keep going at it and, still fighting, me I tell you. Those are real love, throwing it away. I mean, I listen to some story from way back when. from way back when, with some people who, you know, where they face situation the worst in their marriage and then just, you know, stay in a year, me I tell you, trust me. Boy. But some people ask if real love, if love's still out there, but it is, you know. It still exists. But you know what the main problem is? Let me tell you something. I kind of shift from the story. Let me tell you something. The reason why love today not working for many. You love an individual. The individual doesn't love you. The individual love you, and you don't love the individual. But you want what the individual have. And then the person who don't have, that's the person you're truly in love with. And then you find a mess create because you love Tom. Tom can't help you in no farm away. But John can help you. And John will give it to you. And you're with Tom. So you're playing around. And then that's a problem. But my mother used to say to me, say, if the man not good enough for you, his money shouldn't be. Don't take what he have. If you don't want somebody, do not take what they have. And then a lot of these women again has to learn how to be independent by even loving yourself, putting yourself first, work hard for what you want. Then that way you don't have to really take up somebody you don't really love. And love grows. You don't have to love. You can't just be dating somebody and by how the person really treat you, you fall in love with that person because love grows. But nobody has too much spirit, man. A whole heap of spirit take along now. Nobody now deal with no but love. A spirit take them a deal with. And spirit take no work. Because as soon as the spirit take, you know, they might give me this XYZ, my spirit take him. But when he can't give you no more, you're gone. Spirit take. Because if you love the individual, it won't be so. Your spirit take him. Oh, he can't give me that bottle of water here. So my spirit take him. He can't give me the phone here. Boy, my spirit take him in nicey. And you get involved and you're with him. But soon as he can't give you the water no more and he can't give you the phone no more, you're gone because you're not really, it's the spirit that they take him for when I give you. So you're gone. So that is just plenty of what is happening right now. And causing a lot of relationship to fall in turmoil. And everything goes sour, stress and all sort of something coming down on people and so much different things happening. So much. So, my internet family, I want to thank you for joining me and my live. I want to thank you for continuing to support me. I want you to like my videos, share my videos. Although it's not all about liking, you know, it's like, I speak from what really happening here. It's what I feel. You know, it's what I feel. So while I do want you to like it and I need you to share it, I really need you to apply certain things. Just as I apply certain things on a daily basis, you know. We just really have to just catch ourselves from time to time and really examine ourselves. You know, just examine ourselves. I want to thank each and every one of you. You know, I know some of you by names just by clicking, you know. I want to thank you for continuing to support me, you know. I'm learning as I go along. I'm growing each and every day. This is my life. This is my journey. There are many story behind story. If I say you see a man face, but you don't see their heart. You know, in this time that we're living, you know, we are faced with a lot of different things, and a lot of people are facing with a lot of things across the world. Not only, I don't dwell on just me, because a lot of people are going through stuff, but I want to let you know that there is hope, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. I thank God for Jesus, because let me tell you something, without knowing Jesus, without knowing, the goodness of God and what he can done for me, what he can do for me, what he already done, I sure know I couldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. He have given me the strength each and every day of my life to cope with situation that is occur. Each and every day is like, you learn, and you're never too old for learn, you're never too old for telling. In all things trust God, and the word of God is said, in all things praise him. I mean, we're not easy to give God thanks and praise. When I say not easy, it's like you get up this morning and you say, boy, if you forgot work, I'll be a pain this morning. The bottom line is, you wake up. And if you were dead, you couldn't feel the pain. So it boils down to still give him praise, because you might be feeling the pain, but you are among the living. And those are things that just guide me along the way, girded me, lift up my spirit sometimes, and just give me the strength to carry on, to cope. As I face each and every day, as I always say to my husband, it doesn't matter what you're going through. There are so many out there going through worse. So tell yourself that you're blessed. I try not to complain. I try to be grateful and thankful instead, regardless of all odds. I'm not only saying this, I am applying it to my everyday life. I'm learning how to cope with life as I go along. I'm learning to be more thankful, to show more gratitude. Even my brother passed off, and the way that he died, it affected me. Guys, let me tell you something. If you have a loved one, I don't know if you ever heard of like if you have this, for instance, you have cancer and you're sick, or a loved one for you might be ill and in the hospital, or any individual or what, and you heard they said you come to the doctor, look at you and said, at this time, I don't know if it ever faced you, there's nothing more we can do for the individual. What do you do then? But at the same time, guys, there's another topic I will be coming on with, and I'm going to speak of morphine. I don't know if you are aware of morphine. And as I said, each and every one have a right to their own opinion. But I want you to look up the medication morphine. Refuse it, guys. Refuse it. Refuse it. Morphine. Refuse it. At this time, there is nothing more I can do for your loved one. Just let them happy. Keep them clean and make sure they're comfortable. And you look at your loved one and you know the only thing, yes, have for them after is the memory. Just the memory. I know God is not man. God is not man, and man is not God. And when I say that, man say one thing, but God say another. And God's time is different from all of our times. But when a doctor can give you a time span to live, there are times when God intervene and said, this is not your time. But there are times when it is the will of God to let that person go. And as a family member, you will left to mourn the loved one as they pass. It is sad. That is why I always said, you know, there's a songwriter that said, don't scatter roses after I'm gone. Give it to me while I carry on. Well, my mother died 2015. And before she passed, every birthday, every Valentine's, every Christmas, every occasion of Valentine's and so forth, I would give her a present while she was alive. And now that she passed and I'm here, every single event I will try to send and said, go and buy mama flowers and put on the grave for me. Tell her I love her and put it there for me. And some people might think, oh, you're crazy. Your mommy dead. And you still, you know, hear what I said, I scatter roses. I used to give it to her while she was alive. And if this is the way that I grieve in my own way, and if this is the way I failed by doing it, then I'm going to do it until the day I die. It don't make sense when you tell me, say, I'm going to do it till me dead. But it just show the love and affection that I always have for my mother. And I will continue to do so till God take me home. But when you have a family member and you try to put the flowers or to do something after their pass, some people may not understand. Now, I'm going to say you're going to scatter roses. If when the person is alive and well, you don't pay that person no mind, give person nothing, do nothing for the individual, know if they eat or drink or nothing, and then you put it on their grave, they should have cripple you when you put it there. Sorry, I truth or some mistake. If you never care for them when they're living, or you care for them when they're dead for? It's the truth. But because I always be there for my parents and I always try my utmost best and I do for my family and I love my family, and if I choose to do so, it is just a way of comforting myself. I know they now come back. Not in the way that maybe mankind would love them to. I understand that. But that's the way of my comfort. So I do that. Yes, I does that. Call me crazy if you want to, but that's just me. Some people say I don't mix with the dead. Some people say when a man dead, then dead. Then stay them where I stay for me where. I love my people them too much. The memories is all we have left behind. So love your loved one like you never loved them before. Cherish them. I've been through, I've write so much program. It doesn't matter where am I, who died, I'm the person doing the program. Every single family member who died enough for my family. Carly. I needed to drop the program. And you have to be getting this one from that. And you do it. And I do it with a passion. That's the last I'm doing. I don't have a problem in doing so. And I will do it. And as I sit here just ready to write the program, it's like I write the program yesterday and I send it across. And then while I sit here, because my brother will be cremated and his ash will be sent to Jamaica to lay to rest. When all of us can make it, we'll lay him to rest at that time. And then I'm just writing now because, you know, they have the service over there and everything just the same, only through they cremate and keep the ashes sent back. And I'm here now putting together the, and it's like, every time I to do it, it's like I just break. There's a breaking point, you know. Let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. And plenty I want to see out there when I show regards to a family. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it. But everybody's heart is different. Everybody's totally different. You have to take time out. You have to show love to your people then. You have to give love. Show love different from give. So give love. Give love the best way you can. Cherish your loved one. Spend as much quality time you can with your loved one. The sacrifice that some of us make to be in a foreign land in order to seek a better life, we lose out on a lot. And somehow know the same place and have the opportunity of then one place under the right round on the people there. And still, sometimes they're not soon for months and for years. I know they're right there. I know they're right there now. Some of them live at St. Andrew and some live at St. Mary. And then I see one another for years. But when one dead, then reach a funeral. Where you go? Where you go over there for? Where you did? It makes sense. You never go over there one time to go look for the person when the person was alive. So where you go? Where are you going? If you cannot look for the person while the person was alive, where you have not turned up at the funeral for? It makes sense? No. I want to pay my last respect. Really. Seriously. Seriously, where y'all go? We deal with situation in all different ways. We cope with things in many different ways. I'm a talker in the sense of I can calm a rough sea in my family. Situation might be going on XYZ and everybody are yap and I will call XYZ and say, hear me out. Let I speak to you. Mom, it's not how you do things, it's the way you do things. And you try to calm that individual and you talk with them in a peaceful manner and you work out things. I'm a peacemaker. I'm a lover. That's the authentic journey. I try to spread love across as much as possible as I can. Some people believe if you not have if forgive, you don't love the person. No, that's not true. Maybe you love the person deeper than who have it to give, but you just don't have it. So you still reach out to the person and make them know how much you cares. Just quality time is very important. Come on, people, come on. My family is my all in all. Everybody know that. Everybody know. I sit sometime and sometimes I watch on YouTube and I said, God, Father God, I pray one day, my fruit will ripe where I can help my people. They come from a large family. And trust me, I love my people. We might not have it to mention, but we are happy people. Happy. Sometimes when I look and watch my nieces and nephews them on video, I've been to like a party and I say, how me I do ya man? Me need to go home and join my people and I enjoy life see way. But nothing happened before the time. So guys, I want to say thanks for joining me. I'm going to continue to go ahead and just go write my local eulogy and my remembrance, just also I knew my brother. And the point I want to bring across to you is to let you know a day might come or a time might come when you have to be doing the same like me to write in the eulogy and the remembrance and go and make some memories. You're not calling dead. Go and create memories, Go and spend time with your family. Go and talk with your family. Take up the phone and call them. How you doing? XYZ. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't have nothing, bury the ashes. If you don't have nothing, I can't say no one either. Because when death hit yo, you know, pretty. I tell you now, no boy is not pretty. So, every time I think of to take up the pen and start to write, is like I'm writing about him. I'm not writing to him. And it's sad. He always send long texts. It's like sometimes you want to hear from him. Like with a call, he would call you, but you will see a long text coming. And then I will write a long text back to him, expressing myself and telling him to just remember God and keep the faith, and and know that in all things give God thanks, and we just continue to pray and to just trust God in everything. And if I encourage him, I call him and we pray together, say the Our Father prayer together. And oh my God, Miss Brooklyn, trust me, Miss Brooklyn Wing. I haven't seen her or hear from her from the other day, but my mind is on her. I always used to say the Our Father prayer very regular. Like when I pray, I will hit it with Our Father prayer. But this lady on my YouTube channel, like one of my supporters, she said, let's pray whatever time we talk. Let's say the Our Father prayer together. And I always do that. And I've learned to even appreciate the Lord's Prayer even more. And now as I sit right here, I'm going to write the eulogies. Like, instead I'm writing to him, I'm writing about him. And we just sad, It's sad, but I'm okay. Don't mind the tears, I'm okay. So, guys, love up on the family. Hug up on the family. Kiss up on the family. Spend time with the family. Share with the family. Be there for the family. Until next time, this is a girl here saying, at this time I'm going to write about him, not to him. You have the chance now to write to him or to her. Do it while you can. That is my word of encouragement to you. Take the time to write to him or her, to talk to them personal instead of to going to write about them. Until next time, love you, my beautiful people. This is your girl, your Authentic Journey, saying thanks for watching. Be good to one another. Do good, and good will follow you. Until next time, love.